YouTube, what's good? This is my official builder breakdown. So pretty much you're gonna be going through all of the categories that they covered. I'm gonna just tell you how I feel and to break it down the best way I can possible, the way I understand it. Especially from watching the live and just hearing them talk over it. I kind of just want to go through it and just, you know what I'm saying, see how y'all feel, see any questions y'all got, y'all let me know. I wasn't too stoked, but I'm gonna just, you feel me? I'm gonna just break it down the best way I can. So make sure y'all like, subscribe. Let's try to get this to 10 likes. I really appreciate it, and it's free. So you feel me? So look, so the new animation glossary, right? Okay, listen. So like previously before, you can see, you know what I'm saying, what instead of actually hitting save and then going to your builder and then having to go to the customs to see what you is, you know what I'm saying, what you're allowed to get, you can actually see it while you making the build. So go through and pretty much see what you can and can't get, what you do and don't need to get certain attributes. But what did point out to me was like search. You can search a player, see if you can get such and such attribute. I feel like this won't be a play as of right now because, as you know, none of us know what's good and what's not good. You know what I'm saying? We gotta get in the game and just feel a gameplay and see what works and see what doesn't work, especially in multiplayer game modes. We might can get that animation, but is it going to be good enough for us to actually use in a multiplayer space for real? And now, of course, as y'all was thinking about height requirements, I see right here on Tyrese Halliburton, you only got to be under 6'10" to get his go-to shot. Not sure how strict it was. Same with James Harden, you got to be 6'10". Jalen Green, you got to be under 6'10". Shay, you got to be under 6'10". I'm not sure if they go-tos was this. I really didn't go back and check, but I'm trying to see if this is gonna be like a good of a wide range to allow, you know what I'm saying, taller builds to do good, because I plan on making tall point guard as I did at the end of 25 on the 6'6" point guard. I feel like he was real good. I got a bunch of different types of attributes that I can put up, and he's real effective because I can play defense and I can run a good offense with that. You know what I'm saying? So I want to see how good this is. Like, you know what I'm saying? Even though they giving us the little space to use it, I want to know how big it is, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, how good it is. Oh. You know what? Also, now you can see your strengths and weaknesses of your build. So when you go in and you save, and you do your build and things like that. Right now, this archetype we got right now, I see is a two-way three-point slasher. This pretty much sounds like you can do everything because you a two-way, one, boom, you're a two-way. So that means you can play defense and you can play offense. Then you a three-pointer slasher. I don't know if that's a miss or like you maybe can't shoot no mid-range, nothing like that, but I know you can finish, know you can dunk. But if you a three-point slasher, you probably got that clip from behind the three, but everybody's shooting threes nowadays. You know what I'm saying? But of course you're gonna have the 99 middies, depending on how good middies are. Threes not that good. Of course they said quote unquote it ain't a big RNG margin, and it will be a first ever pure green window, because they said 2K never really had a pure green window. I don't know how true that is, because it feel like that sometimes back in the day that you had a pure green, but now they saying that there's no RNG and you have a pure green window. So I feel like we're gonna see a lot of three-point shot makers. We may see a two-way three-point slasher, you know what I'm saying? Never know. But you can see the strengths and weaknesses. It's a relentless downhill dunker, super accurate three-point shooter, wins point of battle attacks, handles, have flair and control. So he can dribble, he can do everything. Pretty much sound like offensive. This looks like a point guard, as we got Damian Lillard, Steve Francis, and Jamal Murray. Weaknesses: really disrupts the ball with any purpose and lacks of passing vision on the court. So I assume that this build don't got no type of passing. You know how some of y'all like to run them 70s and 60 passes at point guard. I don't know how y'all do it, but you know what I'm saying, to each his own. You feel me? That's pretty much it. So now you can see your homeboy. When your homeboy trying to act like they know what they can and can't do, like what your strengths and weaknesses is, gang. Let me know something. You know what I'm saying? Don't be out here capping, you know what I'm saying? What are your strengths and weaknesses? You feel me? And now with the custom test, right? So, you know, when you go in there and you gotta really go back and pick all your animations, now you can just pick a set of animations that you wanna put on anyway. But I feel like ain't nobody gonna use a quick test anyway. We're not just gonna throw on any animations. Everybody just gonna try out how we've been doing it previously. Throwing your customs on, especially when you get out there and you see what works and you see what doesn't. Everybody gonna pretty much come in here and just customize it how they want to anyway. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna put your D-book crossover with your with your Halliburton, Hezzy, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna do all type of stuff like that. I ain't think that was too much, but it's cool for the people. I feel like they made a lot of stuff for people who's lazy when it comes to making the builder. I don't know why these extra features in, like searching for animations when you in the animation builder. Like you can just scroll through and just see what you can and can't get. Nobody is searching for at least right now, nobody's gonna be searching like, damn, let me see what I need to get for these files, because we don't know what's good and what's not good just yet. You know what I'm saying? We gotta all get out there and test it from late August. So we'll see how that feature really comes in play. Now, this category, build by badges. Pretty much what I got from this, build based on badges. So as everybody know, we be moving kind of, I know me personally, I'll be like trying to see what attributes can you take down and put up to get certain type of badges, right? Ooh, so now you can actually go and pick. So if you want to get a Hall of Fame shifty shooter, you click Hall of Fame shifty shooter and it's gonna pop up for you. Boom. Now they're gonna put the attributes on your builder already for you just by building by the badges. Okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that they can be helpful as like a center, right? A majority make centers and power forwards. I am sneaking back into the point guard like I did in 2K20 and 21. I am sneaking back into the point guard scene, so I know I'm gonna have passes. I know y'all don't like passing, but me, I run point guard. I like to pass. You know what I'm saying? I like to play make. You feel me? So as a center, I'm definitely gonna try to choose like Hall of Fame rebound chaser or something like that, because I don't too much care for the legend badges. I feel like they're too expensive, and even when you do get them, they kind of don't really work that well. As y'all can test my theory or something like that, or some of y'all can attest to it too. Legend badges weren't that good last year. Like, then I don't want, as I told y'all in my build videos, I don't want y'all to sleep on gold badges either. Gold is still good, and Hall of Fame is still good. So I know when we see legend, see the 5th tier, like, oh my God, you got a legend this. I don't want y'all to get caught up in that. You know what I'm saying? Don't get caught up in that. Hall of Fame is still good and gold badges is still good. But here, you can build out your build just by picking the badges that you want. Now, I don't know how much of your stuff you're gonna get, but I know your must needs, because I know for a certain our must needs is gonna be like box out beast, rebound chaser, and probably break start or something like that, or probably rise up. That's it. I don't really too much care for nothing else outside of those 4 when it comes to making my center. So y'all let me know what's your must-haves when you making your builds. Now, badge perks. Now this is something that's like, okay, that's a W. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm gonna tell y'all why. So max plus 1 is back, okay, but now you have a max plus 2. You feel me? Now this can be good. Now, what I just told y'all, don't forget about the gold badges and the Hall of Fame badges, right? Don't forget about that, because now, but we gotta know what the tier is though. That's my only thing. Like, what tier of it? You know what I'm saying? Because we got a bunch of Hall of Fame badges in our tier 2. It kind of becomes obsolete because you can't really put up, you know what I'm saying, 2 badges on a Hall of Fame. And I know some of y'all be thinking y'all gurus. I mean, I ain't gonna say some of y'all, but some curators be acting like, okay, I got a 99.3 and I put on Make It Rain and I get +9 on top of my 99, and then I got shooting boost, so my 3 really on a 115. That's making stuff up. I don't want to let them make stuff up to y'all, bro. 99 is 99, bro. You know what I'm saying? So Hall of Fame, you get +2, and not gonna go over legend and be platinum. You know what I'm saying? Not gonna be platinum or nothing like that. Not a platinum badge or nothing like that. It's gonna be Hall of Fame, legend, and it ain't gonna be Ultimate Warrior. You know what I'm saying? So that's my only concern about that, but it is a W. So say you get like a silver. I know me on my 610. When I on my 610, y'all know my 96 dunk 610 and all that. So shooting, right? I did get Deadeye on silver, right? I did get Deadeye on silver. So now just think about it. I make the same build or similar to the same build, and I get a Deadeye silver. I can now max to that the Hall of Fame. Now I get a Deadeye Hall of Fame. You know what I'm saying? Like stuff like that. When you come in and when we get in the lab, for my people who really get in that lab, when y'all making y'all build, this is something to consider. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to keep spending no crazy bag. And even for my people who don't be trying to spend no crazy bag on no 2K and on no bills and nothing like that. Y'all know, I don't know who put that rumor out about the $20 bills. I feel like that's cap. if they've been running people's pockets for all this time, you know what I'm saying, they not gonna stop and just be like, yeah, we gonna mess with the community one time and give them $20 bills. I just don't think that's happening. That's just me, gang. Feel me? So I did hear that 6'10s will get defensive minutes. If we get, you know what I'm saying, because I had a defensive and a power forward build, I get a lot of silver type of badges, so we can max 2 this again. We can throw some on silver, things like that. I mean silver, max tier it 2 times and get it to Hall of Fame. So max tier, no more max tier 1s by silver. Now you get one that's you can max tier 2. A clutch gene, right? So the clutch gene, pretty much what it is, it activates like, what was that one badge on 2K? What is the clutch dream badge that you can get like on 2K21 or something, 2K20? It's pretty much gonna work just like that. It's gonna activate in like the 4th quarter, you know what I'm saying, the game pretty close. Or if you're in the park, if it's like, I think it's to activate when you like up by like, if it's like somebody get like 17 or 18 points, it'll lock in, basically. It'll turn on. So you can put some badges here and you can boost them, you know what I'm saying? You can boost them. They will receive a boost when you get in these clutch times. So get in them 4th quarters, them overtimes, late in the parks, you know what I'm saying? When they get into them times, your badge, whatever you put here in these tiers, they will receive a boost. Now, this build specialization, right? This is what I've been getting from this. So it gives you all the categories that you can go in, but of course you gotta have requirements. So, you know what I'm saying? You gotta have a 60 across the board for each category, and two of the attributes, you know what I'm saying? They do got some either ors here, so I'm quite sure they factor it in for big dudes and small dudes. Cause like if I'm big, 9 times out of 10 big men ain't really running 60 perimeter defense. We ain't got to be out there, but they do got the interior for us. Also, some of us big men, we don't run steals. They do got the block for us, and vice versa. Like point guards may not run super crazy interior. You feel me? That's why they got the prim, and then they may not run crazy block. That's why they got the steal for us. You know what I'm saying? Vice versa for finishing. So you can go inside all of these, and pretty much they give you 9 goals to achieve, then to boost your MYPLAYER. You know what I'm saying? They opened up one of them, right? And then as you can see, like I said, they give you the 9 quests, and they do give you rewards every time you get a cap breaker in there. So max tier perks permanently. So now it's gonna be yours. Like I'm saying, we ain't gotta wait for the next season. You know, when the new season start and all your stuff reset. If you grind it out, I feel like they kind of bring back a little bit of that grind factor when dudes really used to grind. And you know what I'm saying, for my grinders out there who really want to grind and get into their build, you know what I'm saying, now you can grind and get you a max tier 2 badge permanently. You ain't gotta wait for the new season, you know what I'm saying? So this is kind of, I feel like this is a way to keep guys in the game and give guys something to look for, which is cool. I mess with it. And they did say they was rewarding skill-based type stuff. So if dudes really out here grinding, they putting their work in, this say what, make 2,000 mid-range shots or make 2,000 3-point shots, make 1,000. So I feel like it's gonna keep you're gonna be progressing in all these damn near over time. I don't know if it's 1 by 1 or if it's all together. Like if I make 2,000 shots, I make 2,000 shots. But I see some right here, let's say some 4 jumps at 5, 6, you know what I'm saying, 6'3". So for like a real shooter's quest that you gotta do, which is cool. I see they giving out cap breakers in these. So now you can probably get more cap breakers than the season cap breakers, which that the community asks for. Like, can it be another way that we can get cap breakers besides waiting for a season? You know, some dudes, they gonna buy their way up. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that wasn't even enough. But if we can actually sit down and grind, imagine it's 5 of these categories. 5. You know what I'm saying? So I'm quite sure each mode might be different, but I'm quite sure they probably snuck in those 5 cap breakers in each category. So give us all something to grind for again. For my grinders out there, y'all let me know how y'all feel. Oh yeah, they definitely going down. So it's another cap breaker. So it's 2 cap breakers. So now we got 5 categories, 2 cap breakers. I don't know if it's in each, but it could be. You do get some jump shot boosts. So if it's 2 cap breakers in all 5 of those, is that 10 extra cap breakers on top of the seasons? I don't know, but it is something to be, you know what I'm saying, to think about.
Cosmetics.
Our cap breakers, right? Of course, I genuinely feel like cap breakers was cool, right? But I did feel like they limited us because you can't exceed your cap on your overall. You know what I'm saying? On your overall. If it's a cap breaker, I should be able to exceed my cap because it's a cap breaker. You know what I'm saying? I don't think they gonna let us have that type of freedom again. I was kind of disappointed with the cap breaker thing, right? Because I'm gonna tell y'all why, right? So they said, and I feel like this is gonna be like some placebo shit, right? So they got drive and dunk. standing dunk. It's at a 25, but you can get plus 15, plus 14, you know what I'm saying, plus 12, plus, you know what I'm saying? Let's do the math real quick, right? So if my jab and dunk is on a 25, let's break this shit down, J-Man. So listen, gang. 25 plus 14 plus 12 plus 10 plus 8 plus 7, a 76. What can you get from a 76 drive and dunk, right? What can you get from that? On top of that, your vertical, you gotta think about your vertical too now, because you're gonna need a certain vertical to unlock certain dunks. You feel me? You feel me? You gotta do your thing. I mean, at least you want some good ones. You're gonna have to, you got to put your vertical up. So is it worth it? Or y'all can freak it depends, because it all goes up as you go. So as a 25 at max, you're gonna get a plus 15, plus 11 at your beginning, right? And then I can see it's kind of different. Like they don't really care for standing dunk. I take it that this is a point guard because he got 99 driving layup. He got a lot of pass accuracy, a lot of ball handle. So this is a point guard. You see what I'm saying? And of course, a lot of perimeter defense. So this is a point guard. This is going on. My thing is it really worth it? But you could freak it though. Say you put it on 60, but I don't know what the start count will be when you at a 60. Let's see if we can find some 60s. Okay, if 54 is plus 9, let's try this. Hold on, let's try this. I just want to break it down a little bit. I just want to make it make sense to me. You know what I'm saying? I just gotta make it make sense. 9 plus 7 plus 3. It's 19 extra cap breakers on top of 54 will give you a 73 interior. Is that really worth it though? Would I rather put 19 more cap breakers on my 54 interior defense only to get a 73? I don't think so. You know what I'm saying? Like, it looks good on paper. It looks amazing. Like, oh, what? You could do this? Cause they said something about, oh yeah, the free throw. You know what I'm saying? Your free throw 44, you feel like you were missing on the free throw, you can put it up a little bit, which is cool. You know what I'm saying? Free throw, cool, but that ain't, you know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing super impactful as they trying to make it in my, you know what I'm saying, in my analysis. You can put your free throw up to 83 from a 44, which is cool. But you start at 11 and it's in a different category. But how much of that can I get if I was to put my 3-ball as a center? If I put my 3-ball on 65, right, boom, what will my starting point be? Because I see on 54 it's 9. Will my starting point be 4 plus 4? Then like a plus 3, then a plus 2, then a plus 1. Because you see, when you get to the 90s, of course it's gonna be regular. All you can do is plus 1, plus 1, plus 1. You know what I'm saying? 83, you can plus 2, then plus 1, plus 1, plus 1. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't like crazy cap breaking. I feel like it's just the same. It just divvied up to make it look like it's something different. You know what I'm saying? But I still feel as though it looks cool, but I won't get too hyped of it. One, y'all can see it's still a locked bar, so we can't exceed above our cap breakers that we once, you know what I'm saying, that we once wanted, which, you know what I'm saying, I don't know. Now, you could freak it and do what I'm thinking is, right? So say your cap breaker is, for instance, right? So my 6'10" cap breaker, his overall what I can get with the long arms, get a nice driver dunk. His cap for 3-pointer was 79, right? Listen, lock in with me real quick, y'all. Lock in. So if I was to only put it to a 77, right? Would I be able to get a plus 2, then a plus, because if we get this on 83, a plus 2, then a 1, 1, 1, 1. On a 77, I should be able to get a plus 2, maybe another plus 2, because I got 2 spaces. If it caps out at 79, but I put it at 77, can in those 2 spaces, can I get a plus 2 and another plus 2? I don't know. Is that something to think about that you can, you know what I'm saying, that we can get in that lab for all my libraries to get in there and do? You know what I'm saying? I think this is the last category, but I just wanted to break it down a little bit to my understanding. You know what I'm saying? You see, like they try to freak it with the free throw, but come on, y'all. Like I go in there with 70s and I'll be all right. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody going to the free throw line that much. They could put you at the free throw line. You know, y'all see who the cover is though. They could put us at the free throw line a little more. So now with Rebirth, when you get it unlocked at 99, not 99, at 90, you get a silver Rebirth. So they got different tiers on the Rebirth. So each of these get unlocked when you're 95. I feel like once you probably get to a 99, you probably get the legend. You know what I'm saying? I don't think they will hold you to Hall of Fame or gold. I feel like probably at 95 you get gold, 97 you get Hall of Fame, and then 99 you get legend. So, but to my understanding, basically what this does is, so say we legend, right, gang? We legend, and you want to rebirth. You want to make you a new person, right? Boom. So now you don't have to start at silver. But you will start at silver, but when you raise the attributes and you level it up to 99, the attribute badge will automatically go to legend. You get what I'm saying? So if you got a 99 rebound, this is my analysis, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I like to break down the center because I'm majority dealing with centers and big men. So if I got a 99 rebound, right? Boom. And I already got the legend rebound badge and I rebirth. You know what I'm saying? This is a rebirth. If I got it on 93, you know what I'm saying? If Hall of Fame is level 3, it just the badge is gonna jump to Hall of Fame. But as soon as I put it on 99, I don't got a badge progress. It's just gonna go to 99. Y'all catch my drift. That's what they're gonna do for all your badges. So you ain't gotta go out there and grind with your noob, but like, damn, I gotta get my rebound chase up. Damn, I gotta get my break start up. Damn, I gotta get my box out beats up. The moment you upload your attribute to the highest level, the badge is gonna go with it. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is. I don't want people to get confused and you see all this. Like I said, they making it look fancy and shit like that. I personally feel like you should have been able to do that anyway. You starting at silver, it's a rebirth. Why are we starting at silver? This is a new nigga. I'm coming out here at 99. I should already be up here, but I don't want to complain. I don't want to jump on the bandwagon complaining because I did pre-order this shit. I don't want to hoop, you know what I'm saying? I know some of y'all gonna be like, man, it's the same game. Y'all working yourself up and your ass gonna be on that game come August 29th. You know what I'm saying? I know I will be. So I think this is the last portion of it. Yeah, that's the last portion of it. Of course, they bring it back templates. I don't think nobody used those. But you feel me? That's how I feel. That's my breakdown of it. And when the first week come, I'm gonna be dropping my build. Of course, I'm not gonna tell y'all it's the best build to make because nobody knows. You know what I'm saying? Nobody knows, but I will be dropping my builds. I'm gonna be dropping everything in the park. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely going back to the park this year. I'm gonna be in the rec and in the pro with the guys when they get on. And I do have a Discord. I'm gonna get my Discord ready. I'm gonna divvy it up real nice because I need some people to hoop it. You know what I'm saying? The guys falling off like flat. I'm quite sure some of your homies ain't playing the game as they used to no more. They sick of this 2K shit. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? So I'm gonna need some people to hoop, but especially in the park. If they bring it back real neighborhood and it's looking real and it feel like a real park, I'm gonna need some of y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna need some of y'all to hoop. And I'm not no type of person where you gotta pass me the ball, give me all that. I go with the flow of the game. I'm like you feel me? I'm like a regular pickup nigga. I go with the flow of the game. You know what I'm saying? If somebody getting off in the game, feed them. If homie getting off this game, feed him. If I'm getting off, feed me. But I'm still, even if I'm getting the ball, I was gonna say something crazy, I'm still gonna swing that rock and play make off it. You know what I'm saying? I play real clean hoops, man. But I appreciate y'all if you made it this far. Your favorite Chicago gamer. I'm gonna see y'all in the next one. Gang.